Hi, my name is Caleb Hampton, and today I'm going to introduce you my animal cell craft. This right here is the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is a jelly-like fluid that fills a cell. It is mostly made of water and salt. Why I made this is because it is mostly made out of water, and you can go right through it like jelly. What I'm about to introduce next is called the ribosome. The ribosome is a cell-like structure that makes protein. The cell needs this protein so it can survive. And what I made here was I put water in the dirt, and the dirt makes this protein called food. And that's what I made for the ribosome. Next is the mitochondria. The mitochondria, it produces energy for the cell. You need energy in the cell to do many things like reproduce. Right here I use mitochondria for the sun because the sun produces a lot of energy. So that's the mitochondria. Next, I'm about to do the endoplasmic reticulum, rough and smooth. The rough is a traffic passage that leads packages to the brain. The smooth is a easy passage that leads packages to the brain. On the left is the rough, and on the right is the smooth. Down here on the left, you have a lot of carts backed up against each other, which is the rough side. Traffic. The carts are in traffic, which is the rough. And on the right, you only have one that is not having trouble, which is the smooth side. The smooth goes in the passages smoothly without any traffic. Next is the Golgi apparatus. The Golgi apparatus receives proteins and fats from the rough endoplasmic reticulum. And what I made here was a stomach. The stomach breaks down nutrients and makes fat, which is what the Golgi apparatus does. It receives proteins and fats from the rough endoplasmic reticulum. So I use the stomach as an example of that. Next, I have the plasma membrane. The plasma membrane is a cell membrane that allows things in the cell that doesn't harm the cell. And what I use here was a guard that is guarding this gate from anything that harms the cell. So this guard is protecting the cell, and that's what the plasma membrane does. Right here is the microtubules and the microfilaments. The microtubules and the microfilaments is a cytoskeleton that fills the cytoplasm. The structure acts as both muscle and skeleton for movement and stability. The microtubule is bigger than the microfilament. So this is what they look like. They hold the structure of the cell up and act both as a muscle and a skeleton. Next, you have the lysosome. The lysosome removes waste from the cell. It is the cleanup structure in the cell. And what I use here as a lysosome is soap on a table. Soap on a table relates to this because it is cleaning up the table, and that's what a lysosome does inside of a cell. Next, you have the Killya. The Killya, it protects the cell from things outside of it. It also has hair-like projections that come out from the side of the cell, and they are usually numerous of them. It moves water around the cell, top project forward. So I used a house for an example as this, because a house protects things that is outside of it. So that's what the house does. And last, I have the nucleus. The nucleus is the brain of the cell. It controls all things in the cell. And what I use here is the nucleus controlling this cart, and that's what the nucleus does. It controls things in the cell. So this nucleus is creating this cart, and it's making it go in circles, how fast it wants it to go and where it wants it to go. Thanks for listening. I hope you learned a lot about the animal cell. Bye.